Welcome to Agam's lecture series, a series of lectures designed to bring learning to the comfort of your home. I remain your lecturer, Agama, you Agama. And the topic we are going to treat today is the relevance of biology to agriculture. The relevance of biology to agriculture. The course is GNS 132 230 part 7. General Biology 1 for General Studies students, Proper Admin, Cooperative Economics. We'll start by looking at the composition of soil. Composition of soil. You know, the soil is where we stand and where we plant and where we build on. The soil contains mineral matter, inorganic matter. The soil contains organic matter. The soil contains air. The soil contains water. When we say mineral, inorganic matter in the soil, we are talking of something like minerals, like silicate. Sand is simply called what? Silicate. So silicate, organic, inorganic matter, water, air make up the what? Soil. Soil formation. How is this soil formed? Soil is formed from the weathering of rocks. Soil is formed from the what? Weathering of rock. Weathering is just what? Gradual breakdown of rocks. What causes this gradual breakdown? Is caused by water. It's caused by chemicals. It's caused by living agents, what we call biotic agents, like plants growing in the soil, like earthworm growing in the soil. This causes soil formation. What are the major soil characteristics? We're going to discuss two major soil characteristics. They include soil texture. How does the soil feel in your hand? The smoothness or the coarseness? The soil structure, the size of the soil particles. And we'll also be looking at what are the types of soil. What types of soil? We have three major types of soil. We have sandy, we have loam, and we have clay. Some authorities add silt, but the major three is sand, loam, and what? Clay. Oftentimes, we believe in agriculture, loam is good for agriculture, but a lot of plants also grow on sand or grow on what? Clay, depending on the nature of the plant. Characteristics of a fertile soil. What are those things that will show us that a soil is what? Rich or fertile. The soil will be dark in color, meaning that it contains what? Humus, decaying organic matter. The soil will be smooth to touch, that the texture will be good. Texture is the smoothness or coarseness on the side to touch. The soil will have good water retaining capacity. Good water retaining capacity. You'll be able to retain what? Water. Because all the plants, everything growing on soil needs what? Water. It will also have high moisture content. And finally, the soil will have some air. It will be highly aerated. With these conditions, soil that has these conditions will be what? Fertile. Then we also look at, oftentimes you use the soil to plant, and the soil will lose its what? Fertility. The soil will no longer produce as you require. What are the causes of soil fertility loss? What makes a soil to lose its what? Fertility. Some of this erosion. Erosion can cause a soil to lose its fertility. Leaching. Downward movement of the water from the soil downwards. Then intensive cropping. You keep on planting on one particular soil year in, year out, without allowing it to recover. Then reduced organic matter. When you are not putting humus and organic matter into the soil. Then hardening of soils. If cows keep on pressing on the soil for a long time, it hardens and it will lose its what? Fertility. Then what is erosion? Erosion. Now I've said is one of the causes of soil fertility. Erosion is the removal of the top soil by either water or wind. Removal of topsoil by either water or what? Wind. In the tropic, down here in the southern Nigeria where we live, the erosion is mainly caused by what? Water. But far up there in the north, where our brothers live, erosion is caused by what? Wind. Wind removes soil particles. But here is water that removes what? Soil particles. Whether wind or water, both of them are the causes of what? Erosion. Then we look at types of what? Erosion. There are four major types of erosion. Four major types of erosion. We have splash erosion. This is just the removal of the top of the soil by raindrops. Just as it's raining, the top of the soil will be removed by that splash erosion. Then we have sheet erosion. Uniform removal of the top of the soil by water or wind. Uniform removal. That means the removal would what? Uniform over the surface of the soil. Then we also have real erosion. Real. Removal of the water. Removal of the topsoil by water through tracks and what? Channels. You see small tracks that water is making on the soil. When you remove the topsoil by these tracks or channels, that is what? Real erosion. When this now real erosion gets deeper and deeper and worsens, you now call it what? Gully erosion. When now the tracks and the channels have become what? Deep. Some gullies in this part of the world can even take a whole building. And is dug by what? Water. In the desert, they can be dug by what? Wind. So wind erosion occurs mainly in the what? Deserts and semi-deserts of Nigeria. Then, how do we prevent erosion? Prevention of erosion. We can prevent erosion by planting cover crops. Those crops that spread on the surface of the soil. We can also prevent erosion by mulching. Mulch is when you get dry leaves and place it on top of the soil so that the rain or water cannot carry the soil particularly. That is mulching. Then contour ridging, where you make your ridges across the slope. If land is sloping down like this, you plant across the slope so that it will not help the water to be flowing. Then you also plant wind breaks. Wind breaks. Wind breaks. Plants that you plant to check the movement of the wind. Then you have terracing, when you plant barriers across a slope. Those barriers will prevent the water from what? Running down. That's what we call what? Terracing. The topic is relevance of biology to agriculture. A lot of activities of man affect the earth's surface. A lot of the activities of what? Man affect the what? Earth's surface. Take for bush burning. In Savannah, Nigeria, every year there's bush burning. You don't even know who burned the bush, but every year the savannah there is always what? Bush burning, and it goes with destruction of our habitat and destruction of the soil itself. What's of application of chemicals? Some people abuse the application of fertilizers, and some of these activities will affect the soil. Then overgrazing, when Fulani cattle keep on grazing on a particular land for a very long time, it can affect the earth, the soil. Then deforestation, where you go and be cutting trees. You are cutting trees, you are not planting. Remember, all the fruits we are eating today are planted by our forefathers. We are cutting them and building houses. None of us has even attempted to plant. If all the trees we have been cutting are not replaced, what will generate oxygen? What will refresh the environment? Then what we now go to the effects of farming on soil. When you farm on soil, it exposes the soil to erosion. It exposes the soil to intense heat. It loosens the soil structure. Then, what are the farming practices? What are the farming practices that you can use to correct this effect of farming on the soil? You have good farming practices like shifting cultivation, crop rotation, bush fallowing, and then also addition of either organic manure or inorganic manure to restore the fertility of the soil, because we have utilized them. Then other human activities we are going to discuss, because we are talking of human activities as they are relevant to agriculture. Mining. What is mining? Excavation of the earth to extract mineral resources. And when you excavate the earth to take mineral resources, there are some effects on the soil. Some of these effects will include landslides. The soil will not cave in and fall in. Some coal will cave in and fall in and kill the miners. In South Africa, earth will cave in and kill the gold miners. That is landslides. Then you can also have desertification, formation of desert. In the northern Nigeria, where there's mining activities, desert is coming up every day because of the mining activities. Then mining can produce some diseases. Like certain unknown diseases in the north is because of the mining activities. Then mutation, change in the chromosomes which can affect the life of organism. Something like mutation, like albino, or any spot in genetics is some of them as a result of what? Mining. How do we control mining? How do you control it? You need to control it by having good drilling systems when mining. And two, use modern what? Techniques. Oftentimes in Africa, they use what? Obsolete techniques, which will even affect the soil and affect the miners. Then, what is deforestation? Deforestation, indiscriminate felling of trees. You fell trees, but you do not replant trees, and the earth will be exposed. What are the effects of deforestation? It exposes the soil to erosion. It leads to desert encroachment. It endangers species. Some species are disappearing from the face of the earth because we have removed the forest where they are living. How do you now control this deforestation? You can control it by avoiding deforestation and afforestation. Afforestation means what? Planting of what? Trees. Planting of what? Trees. Then we look at other minds like dams. What is a dam? Dams are barriers that impound water and pull the water together for use. And what are the uses of dams? Dams are used for irrigation. Dams are habitats of fishes. Dams are used for generating what? Electricity. Dams are used for what? Ecotourism. Remember that when the dam in Cameroon was opened, it caused flooding in Nigeria. So oftentimes, when a dam collapses, it can cause what? Flooding, destruction of properties, and killing of livestock. Then, if we now look at lakes, there are different types of lakes. We have natural lakes and man-made lakes. Natural lakes are the ones that are formed by nature, but man-made ones are the ones created by man to help in agriculture. Some of these lakes are made to help man have access to water, help man in irrigation, help man to fish, and help man for what? Ecotourism. These are some of the major relevance of biology towards agriculture and some of the activities of man as it affects what? The earth's landscape. If you are intrigued by this lecture, click on the red subscribe button, and I will meet you in our next lecture when we will now look at genetics and other aspects of general biology. Wow, for general studies students. Thank you and God bless you.